Hello and welcome to Good Morning Thailand. We're here on our last day at BISP and we're going to talk about some of the headlines from across Thailand today. Now, we're going to start with a little bit of a serious story, and then as the show goes on, we'll be talking about some more maybe light-hearted stories. So we're going to start with a farmer setting his car on fire and driving into the government building. Natty, why did he do this?
Well, it's because he says that his wife's land was wrongfully seized and sold at an auction and no one helped him to get justice. The 58-year-old Manop set his pickup truck on fire and crashed it into the gate of the Buriram Legal Execution Office. He had 2 buckets of gasoline in the back seat and 3 buckets in the bed of the trunk. Now, the farmer claims that the Bank for Agriculture and Agriculture Cooperatives seized 6 rai of land under his wife's name, and nobody told him why. Now, what happened was that Manop was visited by government officials and lawyers one day who said they would help him to get his land back, but it would cost him 300,000 baht. So Manop transferred that money to him, but when he transferred it to them, they said that his wife's land had already been sold at auction and his 300 baht was never returned. So he attended the court and for the justice of that, and when nobody was hearing out his story, he decided to just ram his car into the government building. So police from Buriram police station said that Manop will be prosecuted for damaging government property and setting fire to property. I think it was just out of desperation at that point for someone to just please hear out my case.
But not just that, I think everybody reaches their breaking point. That was his breaking point. I guess he just decided to ram in the car. So did he set the car on fire as well?
He did, and there were also other tanks, how do you call it? Like, he put 5 gallons of gasoline in his truck, set it on fire with fireworks, and drove it into the Buriram Legal Execution Office.
That ought to get their attention.
Now somebody would definitely listen to him. Well, the fact that we're talking about him.
Yeah. I hope more and more people don't do this because these are desperate times and a lot of people are struggling. But his case is a little bit of a wowzer.
Yeah, I mean, there's more to this story, but it's just one thing after another, just injustice after injustice, and I think he just reached his breaking point.
All right, well, let's look at some of the other stories that are happening. Another serious topic, but kind of a positive twist. 3 children who were aged 8 years old escaped a school kidnapping. What's going on, Natty?
Yeah, so this happened in Nakhon Si Thammarat, and 2 suspects, a man and a woman, entered a schoolyard in the Tung Song district of Nakhon Si Thammarat they tried to snatch 3 8-year-old children. Now, the children, 1 girl and 2 boys, told the police and their parents that the incident happened after class at Wat Thamma Padet school. The children were playing in the school playground when a man and woman in a black SUV car pulled into the area. Now, the woman told the children that their parents couldn't make it and had asked her to pick them up. Now, the kids are smart. They didn't believe the woman and tested her even by asking her the names of their parents. The suspects gave the wrong name, so the children tried to get away. The 2 offenders grabbed 2 of the youngsters and tried to drag them towards their car, but then the kids fought back by biting their arms and their hands. Now, the gang fled the scene when they realized that their kidnapping plan failed. Police met with the school director about the security measures inside the school and nearby areas and urged teachers and school staff to tighten the security measures. The officers are searching for the 2 offending adults, adding that all CCTV cameras in the area will be checked. So,
Wow.
I mean, good news that the kids have been taught right. They've taught to fight back, and also they did the preliminary question asking like, oh, really? My mom asked you to pick me up. What's their name? And they couldn't answer. So just basic things like that.
Really sharp and smart kids because, yeah, I don't have a lot of faith in the current kids. I watched this YouTuber actually, and he was doing a social experiment. He went to a local park, and you know how like mums and parents, normally they just sit around the bench. And he went up to the parents and said, hi, I'm doing a social experiment. If I asked your child to come play with my pet, and like, you know, he carries a pet or like offers some goodies, do you think your child would play with me? And most of them say, no, of course not. They've been told not to. And then he goes and tries to get their attention, and the kids immediately see the dog or something like that.
Oh, no.
And start playing. And the parents are like horrified. So I'm glad that these kids were sharp enough to realize something was fishy. They fought for themselves. They bit their hand. And yeah, excellent. It's great to hear that kids are vigilant, smart, and sharp like this. And I hope these kidnappers get caught. Did they get caught by that?
Not yet. So they're
Okay.
trying to find them.
They're still at large.
Yes.
Yeah. So
But they have very low pain thresholds. The kids only bit their fingers and they're like, oh no, it's like a movie, Like you see that in movies and you're like, nobody would actually let go of something just because a person bites your hand. But I guess they do.
there's a lot of power in the human jaw.
Oh really? I didn't
Yeah.
know it was that powerful.
Nettie,
These jaws are only meant for
it's
pizza.
possible to bite someone's finger off if you hold
Really?
hold long enough. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Anyways, moving on to talking about safety. Now, if you've ever heard of the word Takata or Takata airbags, it probably is not for a good reason. Because drivers in Thailand have been advised to check their cars in case they have the Takata airbag because they're possibly faulty, and there have been 3 deaths in Thailand.
Oh no.
Now, car drivers, they're basically being advised. There's a website that you can go and check if your car falls under that brand and that airbag. But 3 people were killed, 3 Thai people, and another 3 were seriously injured by faulty airbags from new defunct Japanese automotive parts company Takata Corporation. This isn't a new issue. The first defective bag happened in 2008. However, there have been 32 known fatalities which have been recorded, and over 100 million cars throughout the world were recalled to get the airbag replacement. At first, Takata denied there was a problem, but later they admitted that the ammonium nitrate used in the manufacturing process caused too much pressure and made the airbags explode. Now, the problem is with the airbag's inflator, a metal cartridge. So what could basically happen is that the airbag could go off, it's faulty, and you can get metal shards from the airbag
Oh, gosh.
lodged into your body,
Oh no.
which could possibly kill you and
Yes.
is very dangerous, yeah. Takata had to pay out over $850 million in terms of compensation, and they eventually went bankrupt in 2017.
Oh no.
Yeah, but guess what, Nettie? Over 1.7 million cars in Thailand from 8 different brands that include Honda, BMW, Nissan, Toyota, Mitsubishi, Mazda, Chevrolet, and Ford use Takata airbags.
You're safe then because you drive a Ferrari.
Yeah. And a survey released on March 10 of this year revealed that over 680,000 cars in Thailand are still loaded with the potentially lethal weapons. Yeah. So you can actually check the status of your car and airbag at www.checkairbag.com. Yes, that is a real website, checkairbag.com. Or call the Department of Land Transportation hotline at 1584. Do be careful out there.
Call that line and say hello.
Yeah. Hello, do
I
I have a
an
faulty
airbag?
airbag? Yeah. So it depends on the model number and when you bought the car, and depends on the brand that you're using, you can get a certain idea if you might have the Takata airbag.
Takata.
Yeah. So when you see Takata,
Say sayonara.
say no. Yeah, say sayonara. Was that in bad taste?
Oh, is it?
Was that joke in bad taste?
No, because Takata is a Japanese.
Is sayonara goodbye?
Yeah, sayonara is
Okay.
goodbye.
Thank you for Nettie's excellent Japanese
Yeah.
skills. All right. Our last story today, before we go to the break, is regarding Michelin.
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 More tires.
No, not exactly. It's the Michelin stars.
Oh,
Because Thailand seems to have a lot of them. Now, the Prime Minister came out and talked about how happy he is that 189 restaurants and street-side eateries have been selected by the Michelin Guide for the BISP Gourmand label for being the best value dining. Do you know what the BISP Gourmand is?
Yeah, it's something gourmet.
No. It's the recognition that reflects the country's high culinary standards and famous food culture. And the BISP Gourmand is basically the guide's category for good food at a moderate price. I feel like that's Thailand,
Yeah,
Thai
that's
food is like
Thailand
good
everywhere.
food at a moderate price.
Yeah.
I
Cheap
get
and
value
nice.
for money, yeah.
Yeah.
So the label complements the government's promotion of gastronomy tourism, which enhances the country's appeal and translates its tremendous economic value. 82 of them are located in Bangkok, 13 in Ayutthaya, 27 in Chiang Mai, 23 in Phuket, 11 in Phang Nga, 9 in Nakhon Ratchasima, 6 in Ubon Ratchathani, and 7 in Udon Thani. And 11 in other places
None
as well.
in Phuket?
Yes, there are in Phuket. There are 23.
Oh, wow. Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Yes, that's right. In 2023 Michelin Guide Thailand edition, there are only 6 2-star restaurants in Thailand. One of them, we've tasted their food.
Yum, 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 yum.
So, Chef's Table, Le Normandie by Alain Roux, Mazaluna Ahan, Son, and everyone's favorite,
Abdul.
Shuring.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Remember we had Shuring?
We did.
We had food from the Shuring brothers, who are 2-star Michelin chefs.
C degree.
At C degree, that's right. So if you're into food, Thailand is a hub for a lot of Michelin restaurants.
Yeah. They got street side food as
Yeah.
well. Cheap.
Thailand does amazing food. Food for value, that's all that matters. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Once we come back from the break, we're going to be taking some of your comments, as well as finishing off the headlines from across Thailand. We'll be back right after this. Thinking of investing, but don't know where to start? Ever heard of AAAFX?
What is AAAFX?
Good question. Look no further than AAAFX, your choice for trading and investing. Low commissions and spread with fast execution. They're trustworthy and have been offering services since 2008. You can invest using various deposit methods, including crypto, with negative balance protection and 100% matching deposit bonus. Choose AAAFX and enter the lucrative market of trading. Visit AAAFX.com. Hello, welcome back. This show is brought to you by AAAFX. Make your first trade today, but of course, be responsible. Link in the description below. And Best Buy for Kids. Today is the last day we're going to be promoting it because it's going to be ending soon. Best Buy for Kids, 90% discounts if you've got a young toddler or a kid up to 12 years old in Bangkok. Make your way there, buy some food, buy some diapers, buy some toys. Why not? Your kid deserves it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are currently at BISP. Where are we right? Wait, where's Natty?
I'm here. I turned into a dinosaur.
Wow. Well, can you tell us where we are right now, Natty?
Oh, we're at BISP. We're in the wellness center. So
We are the well-being
Yes,
center,
well-being
yeah.
center. So anybody who comes here can turn into a dinosaur too.
That's right. So this is actually a private room for students. If they want to just, get away from the madness, they want to come here and do some homework, take some time to themselves, talk to the counselor, to get some help, they can come here. And you've got some nice colorful sofas, some soft toys, and children's well-being matters. Doesn't it, Natty?
Yeah.
Wow, the show is just going up and up every day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking forward to the Soccer Sevens today and tomorrow. The Soccer Sevens have actually already started. Right after the show, we're going to be going and covering the event. So we actually decided to sit down with the headmaster of BISP, Simon Meredith, who also helped make all this happen. So here's a word from the headmaster, Simon Meredith.
I think it's been a long tradition in the school. It first started many, many years ago, and it's simply grown and grown. And I think over a quarter of our population of the school, from reception through to Year 13 students, actually play football. And so having that competition where you can go to an international tournament and you can play 2 days of football and play against teams from basically around the world, it's unique. You can't get that as a student in a school. And so I think that's why it's become more and more popular as time's moved on. Obviously, if you're going to develop high performance sports, you're not just going to be able to develop them immediately from within the school. And so the aim was to bring in the scholarship students who were at the very highest level in all of the sports. And that's worked really successfully. Now that it's been in place for probably about 8-10 years, what's really fantastic is some of our students that have started in grade 1, 2, 3 within that program are now in the high performance teams. And so they're also our homegrown heroes, which is what we really want to develop, as well as obviously giving the opportunity to those students outside the school as well. But Jonathan obviously leads our program. All the coaches are Cruzeiro coaches, and they're also all trained PE teachers as well. So to have coaches that are trained teachers and that are able to offer that is just fantastic. I think what an amazing opportunity for any students to actually see and be able to experience coaches from Cruzeiro every day of the week. So an amazing opportunity. And our football coaches, our Cruzeiro coaches, offer boot camp for parents, and they get 40 to 50 parents on a day offering doing boot camp with them as well. So they're multi-talented as well. Parents come in and drop their kids off at Little Ducks and reception and in the primary years. And after that, on most mornings, they have a lot of different options. Some will go to the coffee shop and have coffee and talk with their friends and other parents there. Some will go off to boot camp, which is run by our Cruzeiro coaches. Some will go off to tennis lessons, which is run by all of our tennis coaches there. Some will go to golf lessons or play a few rounds of golf on our mini course there, or use the driving range. We've got masters swimming as well, so they'll go up and they'll do their masters swimming for an hour or so with our professional coaches. And for some of our new parents who have come in and whose children are in intensive English, some of those parents will go to English lessons for themselves as well. So an amazing number of things that the parents can actually do. We've got a very active PTA who does walking tours of Phuket town and other coffee mornings for the parents. So there is an amazing amount of things for the parents to do. And I think this gives them a very good sense of community, and that's a common comment from a lot of new parents, that there's just so much for us to do. And I think we're living on a small tropical island, and for most parents their life revolves around the school, but often not just for the kids. They're friends with many other parents, and they do so many things on the campus as well. People want to experience, maybe for 1 year, maybe for 10 years, a really nice lifestyle for themselves. And obviously Phuket offers that, but at the same time they want their children to go to a good school, and they want a good sense of education as well as extra activities, and they get that here, and so it's great. And the revival has come from around the world. I can't say it's uniquely featured in one particular part. We're getting people from parts of the world that we usually got very few from. In the past. So yeah, really exciting times for the school. Hope you enjoy the Soccer Sevens too.
Hello and welcome back. That was Simon Meredith, the headmaster of BISP, and my former teacher, talking a little bit about Soccer Sevens and why they have such a great community in BISP. Now we will be taking some of your comments and questions. Oh, Natty, what happened? Did you evolve?
Yeah, I became a better person with mindfulness.
Why are you so obsessed with crocodiles, by the way?
I'm not. I'm just.
You
a
like to eat
crocodile.
them.
No, I'm not.
You've
I
now
don't.
become one.
Yep.
Did you eat too many crocodiles? Is that why you've become a crocodile?
Potentially.
Wow.
But hey, let's continue the show.
Don't you just love the quality of our show?
Yeah, I love it.
Wow. All right. Last comment before we take some of your comments. Don't miss an evening with Paul Gaza Gascoigne this week. It's actually this Sunday. So if you're looking for a fun-packed evening, which includes a meet and greet, a photo opportunity, free-flow house pours, and a 3-course dinner, plus the Q&A, plus the Thaiger team, then you can visit, you can visit the Paul Gaza Gascoigne meetup. And guess what? Because we're the Thaiger, we're going to give you free tickets. So here's your chance to win free tickets. If you're free this Sunday, and if you're a football fan or a Paul Gaza Gascoigne fan, all you have to do, there's a link in the description below, just click the link, fill in the form, and tell us your best Gaza story. Now, the tickets cost 6,500 baht each, so this is your chance to win a free ticket, and you'll be sitting with us at the Thaiger table. We've got a table for 10, so come and join us and have a great night out.
Sounds fun.
Not only will you be, yeah, that's right, Croc Natty. Not only will you be able to chill with the Thaiger crew, you'll also have a 3-course dinner, some free flow drinks, and a photo opportunity. You can ask Gaza anything. Isn't that great?
It's great.
All right. Once again, link in the description below. Please go fill the form in if you're interested for a nice evening out. Yeah, have a chance to meet Paul Gaza Gascoigne. All right, let's take some of your comments and feedback. Croc Nettie, are you ready?
I am very ready.
Okay.
Actually, I have a question right here from Thai Farang in Arizona,
Yeah.
asking everyone in the chat, have a taxi driver here in Bangkok charge you for luggage? Have you, Kun Jay? Have you ever been charged for luggage at the airport in a taxi?
Have I ever been overcharged for the luggage?
No, like, for example, you're traveling from Suvarnabhumi and then
Yeah.
you have to, you have luggage from England or wherever. And they're
Yeah.
like, oh, extra 50 baht for the luggage.
No.
Right. So that's the answer.
No, that would never happen. That's just a scammer.
Yep.
Sick Puppy says, any BISP students got into an American Ivy League university? Yes, actually. One of my friends went to Brown. I believe Brown is an Ivy League school, if I'm not wrong.
Sick Puppy says,
And also, sorry,
sorry.
another one of my friends went to Cambridge. Is that Ivy League? No, Cambridge is just Cambridge. It's better than Ivy League.
Cambridge is not an
Yeah.
American
Ivy League is what?
League.
American.
It's in Britain.
Isn't Cambridge better?
No.
Yeah, definitely better.
No. Sick Puppy says the pounds per square inch of a human bite is powerful. I should have known that, being a crocodile myself.
Yeah. Legally Spastic says, if only someone looked at me how the croc looks at Jay. I really don't like crocodiles. Anyways, any more questions?
No questions, but Legally Spastic says, Oi, AJ, flex the merchandise. You
That's
want to
right.
talk about your shirt?
This is a Thaiger shirt, ladies and gentlemen. This will only be available for a very limited time for Christmas. We're gonna do pre-orders, and I think I'm only gonna allow maybe 50 T-shirts to be sold. And once you have it, you'll be the only one who has it. So if you are a fan of this Thaiger merch, I will release the pre-orders very soon, and then you can tell us your size. And how much are you willing to pay for it? 1,000 baht? Like a Zara T-shirt is like what, 1,000 baht when you go to
Yeah,
Zara?
pretty much.
Are we better than Zara?
I think so, in my crocodile mind.
I don't know. I don't want to overcharge. I just want to sell it at cost, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see. We'll figure it out.
Hey, Sick Puppy asked an excellent question. He
Yeah.
says, did you enjoy Thanksgiving meal?
I did.
We actually, oh, Jay, don't be funny. We didn't have Thanksgiving meals.
Yes.
But we did have nice pizza at the Vibe, the
Yeah.
villa that we were staying at.
Yeah.
And that was really, really chill and very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We ordered in giant pizzas from... Jason, where did we order from? Aligamici. Apparently, it's an Italian restaurant, and they make really good pizzas. So, yeah, we had a pizza night indoors. It was really nice. By the pool. Pool, pizza, and drinks. It was a
Right.
good Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Were you thankful yesterday?
Oh,
Anyways,
very, very
yeah.
thankful.
Sick Puppy says, no, Cambridge is not better. Look at the rankings, Jay. All right. Shannon Denise says, is Grab usually cheaper than a taxi, or are they pretty much the same? I'm flying in this weekend. Shannon, yes, Grab is cheaper than a local taxi. However, if you know where you're going and if you know the distance, it's actually sometimes better to take the local taxi, and it'll charge you 50 baht, whereas Grab is a set price depending on traffic or not. What I suggest is use Bolt. That's B-O-L-T. Download the Bolt app. It's basically like Grab, but it's much better for taxis, and it's normally half the price. All right.
Okay. Should we go watch some real soccer sevens?
Here we go. Sorry, Jamarcus Campbell, one of our members, says, Jay, Oxford is better than Ivy League. Cambridge is only better than Yale. All right, Oxford it is. Hooray for Oxford. What's the #1 ranked university in the world? Oxford.
I guess.
I'm gonna have to Google that quickly. Quick, Natty, fill in.
So Thai Farang in Arizona, apparently he says he's Thai and he got scammed. That's okay. I'm Thai too and I get scammed all the time.
MIT.
It was 30 baht for my large suitcase. Well, at least it was less than $1, so hopefully it wasn't too bad. Just think of it as a tip.
Yeah. Apparently MIT, Cambridge, and then Stanford are the top 3. Might be wrong. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about Crocodile Natty? Should Crocodile Natty make a return back when we go to Bangkok? Because next time you'll be seeing Natty in Bangkok.
Okay.
Isn't that right, Crocodile Natty?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Great show today. Great show. Not awkward at all. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you've enjoyed today's show. Please click the like button. We're actually now off to the Soccer 7, so we hope you have an excellent Friday and even better weekend. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.